Hi, a warm welcome to everyone to this Agile Shift training and certification course. So we are One World Training. We are an accredited training partners with PeopleCert. We offer training programs globally across the US, the UK, the India, the Malaysia, UAE, and basically the Middle East. So we are oneworldtrainings.com is basically a training and certification provider in IT, business management, project management, and ISO standards. So oneworldtraining.com delivers programs in 5 ways, public classroom based, and the order of day today is online from home, e-learning and blended approach. And of course, we have the self-paced e-learning with in-person support for instructions at any user locations. We are primarily an accredited training and certification partner with PeopleCert, and we offer our full stack training and certification in ITIL 4, Prince 2, and Prince 2 Agile, and of course, the most coveted program, the Agile Shift. And we also offer programs on DevOps. I mean, they are one of the best training and certifications we have to offer from PeopleCert. And we are also a Pearson authorized test center. We offer ISO certifications through what we have our affiliation with International Professional Certification Organization. So in general, we cover the entire end-to-end aspects of the business world. So having said that, my name is Shari. So I am an accredited trainer from PeopleCert. So I was one of the first few people to be certified in Agile Shift, I mean, almost about 2 years from now. I've spent about 22 years in the industry, primarily from the software IT. I primarily have been tasked with the areas of process consulting. And I started my career with the CMMI and the Six Sigmas, then eventually the Leans and the Agiles of the world. So it's been 22 interesting years. So half of my work involves training and mentoring, and the other half is about consulting in terms of establishing the practices in lines with the Lean Agile transformation. So having said that, we have an interesting course agenda for this training and certification of Agile Shift. In fact, first of all, congratulations to have chosen the Agile Shift method. So we will look into Agile Shift in aspects of, in terms of 8 aspects. So we have divided our training and certification into 8 parts. So we will go through each one of them to start off with understanding the changing in the current context. We'll understand what is enterprise agility, why everyone is talking about an agile transformation. We will understand the very purpose of what Agile Shift is, and in terms of what this Agile Shift framework is all about. What are those principles, practices where Agile Shift is made up for bringing the agile transformation across an organization, and the required roles and the workflows to bring Agile Shift. So basically, we are trying to operationalize what we call today the Agile transformation. So in general, if we have to define Agile Shift in a statement, it's about reimagining. It's about reimagining every aspect of an organization to lead and bring about those necessary transformations required in the business areas where we work on. So by the end of the program, we all must be able to understand why as an organization we need to create a culture of what we call the enterprise agility with respect to the current and the changing context of the market. So how we can all start to think and work differently so that we can enable change. And of course, we have to look into the concepts of Agile Shift as a framework and what is the delivery approach of Agile Shift, how this framework would help an organization to lead and bring about the necessary transformations. So about Axelos, Axelos is what we call the home of best practices in the areas of project, program, and portfolio management, risk management, agiles, management, service management, and cyber resilience. So Axelos is known to come out with methodologies, the bodies of knowledge, which supports the professionals in any of these areas of the management. So Axelos products are used by both the private and the public sectors across about 150 countries to improve the skills of the people, the knowledge and competence required to the tasks and activities, both for individuals and organizations, so that they work more effectively. So it's about bringing better productivity results. So the mission of Axelos has been to make individuals and organizations more effective. So by providing practical guidance, the content and the qualification distilled from real world experiences, and of course, developing practices. So we can set some ground rules. You can work as an individual learner, or you can form into teams or organize into teams. And we will probably, you can get started to understand or do a little work in terms of what does this word shift mean to all of you. So you can come out with a set of points in terms of what shift means for you. You can, at a later stage, you can present to your team, to your peers, to give a perspective about what you think about shift is all about. Having said that, we have to understand some terminologies. So it's a very simple, straightforward thing. So we'll organize into teams. If we have a learner in the groups of teams, you can come out with what would be those three things you would be interested in understanding and defining. Which can include what does value mean for you, what is a disruptor, what is agile, transformation, what is co-creation, what is benefits. So you can list any three of these, or you can list all of them to, you want to explore further in terms of your own understanding and trying to define these terms, which anyway is going to be the core aspect of this training and certification. So let's get started on understanding what is this changing context. If you look at today, business and technology landscape continues to expand into new horizons. So organizations are finding themselves on what we call a transformative journey. The complexities of the service today demands like we need an integrated view of how organizations can do business. We are all at the threshold of another wave of what we call a disruptive innovation, which possesses the ability to create new markets, probably even create new brands and bring new value proposition. We are all at the beginning of an era in process thinking, so a period that is going to be distinguished by having operationally resilient processes and not just standardized and efficient processes. So if you look at the current context today, the proliferation of the SPAC model, the massive amount of consumerization has actually tweaked the way business and operating models so that we have what we call the customer-centric solutions. We have, for the first time in the history of mankind, a tectonic shift in customer expectations. So today's customers want everything quick and of great quality. If you look back at the current business domains and the market, so businesses are clamoring for what we call the next frontier of leadership. And we see agile transformation, or we can even call it as agile organizational transformation, as a vector change. So in the competitive marketplace and the commercial world in which we all operate, the organizations can no longer get away with simply believing that it's good at what it does. So thinking we are good is no longer good enough. So Agile Shift offers a very aggressive method for bringing in breakthrough improvements in terms of what we call the utility, the warranty, the business visibility, and the agility. So that sets the pedestal for looking deep into the current context. And of course, we will look into the agile shift as a framework in terms of principles, the practices, what roles and how it is deployed. So as we begin, we need to understand this interesting term called value. So value as defined by Axios, it simply means the benefits delivered in proportion to the resources put into acquiring them. And value needs to be managed. So when you talk about management, it's about a systematic method which is used to define what values mean for an organization and to communicate it clearly to maximize that value across the portfolio of programs, projects, and operations. So Axelos has come out with what we call it as the management of value. So if we can go on defining what is value. So it's about bringing a balance between stakeholders and a balance between the use of resources. So when you look at value, it's about satisfaction of needs. In a simple sense, we can talk about benefits in terms of both monetary and non-monetary. And of course, how effectively we use our resources in terms of expenditure. It could be money, it could be our resources, it could be time, energy, and materials. So value is a clear balance between the satisfaction and how effectively we use the resources. So there is an alternative form of the value ratio. Value can be thought of benefits against the expenditures. Value can be can be defined in terms of function against the cost. So value is nothing but a combination of function, performance, and quality. So what is important here is to know that the perception of value itself is very highly subjective. So each one perceives value in terms of what they perceive as value. So as an organization, we are all under constant pressure to maximize the value of our investments, what we make. So that becomes very essential in terms of value and value benefits. We are all entering a new era. So we can call it as we're leaving the industrial age. We call this as the social age or probably the network age. So there is a significant rise in the technologies, not just in the rise of technologies, but also in terms of adopting those technologies. And then there is an unprecedented focus or importance given to what we call the customer experience. And of course, what value means for our customers in the business domains, what they work. We know that as an organization, we are all have been subject to continual change, and there are going to be many dynamic and diverse. These changes are very dynamic and diverse. Sometimes conflicting drivers, which can include like technological innovations, the working practices in terms of outsourcing, mergers and acquisitions. There's an increased demands from the regulatory bodies. Today we talk about information privacy and data governance. And then of course, changing government parties and other policies. So what we're trying to say here is, trying to understand is, every organization is subject to some kind of a change. The change is an ongoing continual process. And there are dynamic and diverse aspects of change which kind of sometimes conflict. So it's all about technological innovations, the working practices, the demands from the regulatory bodies, and of course, the policies of the governments. So as we understand the current context, it's very essential to understand this aspect of what we call a VUCA world. Let me move this so here. A VUCA world, yeah, this is very essential to understand uh, in terms of why Agile Shift as a framework needs, why organizations have to adapt Agile Shift. So we know that the dynamic and fast-moving nature of the world today. So VUCA is a phrase, it's an acronym. It stands for volatile, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So as we started understanding that as organization, we are all subject to change, and this change is continual. It's dynamic, it's diverse, and sometimes conflicting. So this dynamic and fast-changing nature of our world today is perhaps best described by this VUCA. It's a term now widely used by organizational leaders. So we will deep dive into what is VUCA. So let's try and understand every phrase of this term VUCA. So volatile, the nature, the speed, and basically what we talk about, the dynamic nature of change that every organization face, means that those changes can be more frequent and far more significant than anything previously experienced. So it's what we call volatile. Uncertainty actually follows volatility. So it's about being unpredictable, which leads to a kind of lack of understanding of those events, the issues, and outcomes. It's about old certainties have evaporated. So it is all about a complete unpredictable situation. And then there is this aspect of complexity. So complexity is about multiplying of those issues and factors, some of which may be intricately interconnected, which results in there being no obvious cause and effect chain, and therefore leads to a lot of confusion. So this again brings its own aspect of what we call the ambiguity. It's about the lack of clarity and the difficulty of understanding exactly what the situation is, and can result in a haziness of reality. So we are not very clear about what it is. So we now live in a world where we have concepts such as alternative facts and fake news. So this is a, a sneak peek into or a definition of what VUCA means. So when you look at VUCA world, I mean, you don't have to look, we are all in fact. So it has become a warning that organizations have to develop greater awareness of and some kind of readiness for the unexpected for in order to just survive in fact. So if you look at during our 21st century, so there has been a profound shift in the pace and the extent of this change. And now, regardless of an organization's size or sector, the structure, the offering or location, so much of this continual flow of change is overlapping and it's accelerating. So large and mature organizations have been significantly disrupted, or some of the organizations have even eclipsed in the recent years. That means they no more cease to exist. So within this new context, other organizations concerned with like maintaining stability and continually find themselves uncertain as to how to respond. So these organizations that have woken up to the challenges of the VUCA world and have learned how to transform themselves through effective leadership, strategic control, and enterprise agility are more likely to survive and prosper than those which remain bound to more traditional methods and practices. So embracing VUCA is a good thing for an organization. So there is a way that we can all overcome this VUCA world. So by having what? So we have this vision, being more understandable, accepting the challenges, and of course, which is all action driven. So vision is about creating strategies to increase our own organizational resilience by adapting the changes before the change becomes a requirement. Understanding the current situations, the situations what an organization is in, by gathering information is very essential. So documentation does play a vital part for any organization to survive. Need not be an extensive set of documentation, but at least a ballpoint picture of about our own collation and aggregation of the current situations. And then, of course, there are challenges, something that needs a great mental and physical effort in order to be done worthwhile. So building resilience is a very essential aspect for any organization. So it's about facing the complexity by consistent and by demonstrating our own commitments. The action here means it's about being agile and what we call an approach with hypothesis. So action should be fast and sharp. Companies and teams can follow the very famous PDCA cycle, which is also known as the Deming Circle, or the Shewhart cycle, or the control cycle. So this is a significant way where organizations can actually bring about, overcome this VUCA world. So any questions you have, please email to info@oneworldtraining.com. So we'd be more than happy to look into and clarify your aspects in terms of this training and certification. So please do email to info@oneworldtraining.com.